Hello, Aquarius. How are you? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm like all flowy and, it's all good. I had a good weekend at my mom's. Little dog Lily just came up to sit for the reading. She's been missing in action all day. She's sleeping. She's very tired. She had a very busy weekend. I took her for lots of walks on the trails and in the woods. We even took her into town to there's a really nice little coffee shop in town. It's like maybe a 10-minute walk, a 12-minute walk. It's not bad. Like my mom lives where there's a trail system in woods behind her, but like a 10-minute walk, you're in town where there's little stores and stuff. So it's kind of nice. So we took Lily and she didn't go in, of course, but I could see her from the window. I had her tied to the little railing by there and she watched me inside. So we got London Fog Latte and they have like ham and cheese sandwiches and all sorts of really good stuff. So we grabbed those and then we took them home. We grabbed Lily at the railing and we walked back to my mom's place and had lunch there. So the funny thing is, going with this is, one of the reasons Lily's so tired is she was learning a lot of new things this weekend. So unbeknownst to me, Lily memorized that whole experience. So it was the next day I was taking her for her evening walk. It was finished dinner. And I thought we were going to go this way, but no. And when she doesn't want to go somewhere, she does this thing with her head. She pulls it down. You can't pull on her. No, she puts brakes on. She's not going that way. So, okay, which way do you want to go? She wanted to go that way. I thought, okay, that's interesting. So she's walking me, and she's walking me towards town. I mean, this is an odd walk, like for her to choose. And she walked me right to the coffee shop. She walked me right. She almost passed it. I was wondering, I thought, is she walking me to the coffee shop? It's like in this town, well, most things aren't open on Sunday anyways, but if they were open, they would be closed by 5 p.m. I think it was 6:30 at that point. So everything was closed anyways. And I thought, she's walking me to the cafe. But then she almost passed it. So I think she was following her memory on which streets to take and her nose. And she was just almost, I thought she was going to pass it. She stopped. She went right to the front door. And it's a big glass door with a big glass window on the side. And she's looking inside. And then she's looking at me like, open the door. Let's go get ham and cheese sandwiches. It was the funniest thing ever, and I already pre-shoveled. So yeah, so she's tired. She's learned how to walk from my mom's place to the coffee shop to go get lunch. So anyways, Curtis, I'm gonna do a reading for you. And I don't know what the topic is gonna be about, I don't know what this topic is gonna be about. And the pre-shuffle, it's kind of funny. What's been happening today? Because I'm recording these all together and releasing them, kind of scattering it, because I have big plans for next weekend too. You had Angel of Love come out, and underneath was Patience. So it was almost like you're being guided somewhere lovingly, or you're being guided towards love, or you're being guided towards like a really nice situation or environment, but you have to be patient along the way. So yeah, what do you have right now? Oh, you have woman holding a heart at the bottom. Well, that's really interesting. Maybe you're being guided towards like a very loving feminine figure. Yeah, but you have to be patient along the way. That's an interesting pre-shuffle. That's kind of beautiful. That's nice, actually. Everyone else has been having like financial stuff coming up in the readings. So what I'm going to do, Aquarius, I'm going to shuffle this energy oracle deck. I'm going to see what comes out, what your spirit guides, what the universe, what the topic they want it to be for your reading. And then we're going to go to tarot decks and we're going to pull out a message for you. So Aquarius, what do your spirit guides, did something flip? No, I don't want to talk to you about. What does Aquarius' spirit guides want to talk to them about? What is the conversation, the journey? Now, what did I say? It was like you were being led somewhere. You're being guided somewhere, but you have to be patient. It's like being on a journey. Maybe it is the journey of love. Maybe it is the journey towards like some sort of... If it's not a person, it feels like a situation. And Angel of Love woman holding a heart. So all of that kind of comes together too, to like a nurturing environment, something very nurturing and warm and loving. The journey in this, the journey of that. Maybe that's what the journey is meant to be. Some journey that you're on. Envy, the garden and the gate. Well then, we're not there yet. Because look at, now you have woman holding the heart in reverse behind that. Envy, garden and the gate. But yet you're not there. You're not at the woman holding the heart. It almost feels like the woman holding the heart is the destination. And envy in the garden and the gate. I feel like your journey is about to turn. This energy is a little bit similar to the energy that I got early on in Sagittarius's reading. But it's like, it's different, but it's similar. In that it's almost like something that you're predestined for. But in the meantime, until you get there, you kind of see everyone else getting there. And so I don't want to say it fills you with envy. It's just, you end up feeling a little bit envious or a little bit, oh, I wish, why? Why not me? Why is that not for me yet? I know I'm going to be talking funny. I'm only feeling it now, like a little sore on my tongue from my braces or the metal in my mouth. Going out into a new opportunity. Oh, some people might be envious around you, because now when I really look at the cards, that's why I can't just show you all the time. I gotta look. This person in their dark robes is an older person, and they're looking out like at all these golden castles. This person is envious about money. This person is envious about money, about status, about perceived wealth. And this is a younger energy sitting behind that. It's almost like overshadowed. It's so funny. It almost reminds me of like this little girl sitting behind her evil stepmother or evil stepfather, whichever one, right? Because she just wants opportunities to grow and experience and learn about life. Like, you know, but being kind of shy. And these are things that you can't buy. Like, you can't buy these things. But this envy is all around, like, pretty much everything that you can buy. And the journey, because you're on the journey. And to me, that feels very young and youthful. Even the person in this card looks, not obviously a little girl, but still very young, much younger than the person in the envy card. So you're on the journey. You are on the journey right now. And that journey has something to do with kind of like angels protecting and guiding you and taking you right to something that is foretold. Like, it is meant for you. And I do feel like it has something to do with a woman holding a heart. It's very nurturing. Again, it doesn't have to be a woman, whatever, you know, it is that you're moving towards. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It's definitely a very nurturing. It's a very different element from this, right? Like, these are two kind of like feminine energies. And this one is very driven by status, by money, by golden castles. And this one is driven by uniqueness and love and artistry. I would say that it's a very creative, artistic. You're not there yet. I don't know if some of you too are dealing with people that are more in this element right now, and you're getting ready to take a journey away from that, or you're on the process of, you are going somewhere different. So let's see. What cards? This is the part that takes me a little bit of a minute here. Oh, wait, okay. This deck wants to come out and play. I haven't played with it in a while. My Shadowscape Tarot. No, Dreamscape. No, I don't know what the hell it's called. It's been so long. What the hell is this called? I don't know. It's the second tarot deck I ever bought. Ever. Dreamscape. Yeah, I think. I guess. Can I forget what it's called? Anyways, it's this deck. The journey. Let's talk about this journey. Let's look at it, shall we? Where you are now. Oh no, where you were in the journey. Oh yeah, let's look at that. Where you were, where you are now, and where you're going. It reminded me, Lily reminded me of my best friend who lives down the street. She often keeps treats at her house. And once she learned where when my dog Lily learned where she lived, we walked there. Every walk had to end up there. So I feel like it might be like that with the coffee shop now. Oh boy. If there's food to be had, Lily remembers how to get there. Where you were. 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Lovers. Wow, well that seems nice. Where you are now. The King of Swords. The King of Cups. The Strength card. This is like sitting all alone with your thoughts and your feelings. And where you're going. The Death card comes with a Phoenix, this one. The 10 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. There's some major ending to some sort of heavy burden here. And this changes everything. So, King of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords here. Something from the past that you can't go towards anymore. But yet it feels like it built you and made you who you are today. Something from the past. So you're journeying away from something that you can't go there anymore. So either you've just decided you don't want to, or things have played out a certain way. There's no return. But it made you who you are today. And it's giving you the stability and perhaps some form of abundance. 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. This is like making a wish. I mean, she's blowing out those little wishy things. So in the past, you were making a wish. So you may have made some sort of a choice or a decision for yourself based on your deep wishes. A deep wish that you had inside yourself. And with the Queen of Wands, like going to your own tune, really. She's playing this beautiful harp. So kind of the beat of your own drum, the tune of your own harp, the string of your own harp, the chord. Confidence, strength. The Lovers, I mean, in this sense, I kind of feel like a choice, like making some sort of choice here. You made some sort of active choice. It could be romantic energy. It could have been, I mean, it could have been some sort of a romance that you had here in the past. It feels like this energy that you have right now is very singular. Is very contained. In some ways too, it kind of feels like a glow up, I would say, with the 8 of Wands into the Queen of Wands, like going into that, and the Lovers. And just sort of like being surrounded by beauty, kind of being beauty in yourself as well. Very fiery. passionate. And now here, the King of Swords, definitely alone in his thoughts, right? The King of Cups, definitely alone in his emotions. And then the Strength card, like persevering through that. So you're at a point in the journey. I want to say you got your head and your heart together. Both of these are really symbolic of your mind being clear and solid, and in some cases maybe even immovable. Like this is, you know what you know, and nobody can change what you know. And the King of Cups, like you have really deep feelings and emotions here. You're really in tune with them. You're listening to them. You're consciously aware of them and how they affect the choices that you make. And again, it feels like based on your past, because they're looking into the past. And the King of, you see, you're coming up like with 3 king energies for yourself here and 1 queen. But what? Oh, I caught this the 8 of Swords. I could have sworn it was. This changed into the Knight of Swords. But that's curious. It's almost like that meant something. I was supposed to tell you, like, confirm for you perhaps that what is from your past that you don't move towards is in some way responsible for who you are today. Makes a lot of sense for most people in a lot of situations. But actually, this is the Knight of Swords. So this is going directly towards sort of, perhaps connected to some sort of childhood dream. Because we're talking about, it felt like a dream here in the past. Bringing your dreams back to life and living it through yourself. Something very, very stable to come out of this. Your feminine energy is transitioning. Is transforming. Because I'm seeing it all like, I don't know. I mean, you could even be going to as someone who's been very envious of others. But now you're finding like, why would I ever have wanted that in the first place? Like that seems so lack. There's nothing in that really that's very fulfilling. You know, like this journey in this garden in the gate, very young and youthful, and exploring things that can't, I want to say I'm hearing like that can't be bought. Things in life that can't be bought. And yet your masculine energy is showing up as all mature. You have all of them except the King of Wands. But yet you have the Queen of Wands. So your feminine energy has been taking over that element of self-leadership, passion, creativity. And your strength is looking into the future. The strength energy is looking into the future. Which in some element too, we could say is a little bit like the King of Wands. They're both Leo energy, King of Wands and the Strength card. They look into the future. And the future, there is an ending to a heavy burden. And it feels like by ending some sort of heavy burden, it changes your circumstances with the Wheel of Fortune. Carrying the weight of the world. I always feel like she's carrying the weight of the world. There was some meaning behind him coming out of the tree. I just heard that and I didn't know what it was, but now I see it. I'm really going this way. You see how it's almost like she is a tree. Her dress and everything, she almost feels like a tree. But I always found this kind of opposite. Like, shouldn't the ground be under the tree instead of the tree supporting the ground? Right? Like, this isn't good energy. It's magician reversed. It's devil energy, really. If you have, so it is, so be it above. As it is above, so be it below. Like, when you reverse that, that's not conducive to anybody's higher good. And it's almost like moving this off of your shoulders so that you can grow up. Grow up, Aquarius. Don't grow up too hard and fast, though, you know. But then you sprout forward and your branches can grow out. It's almost like supporting other people's dreams and wishes. There's some sort of a castle here and all this heavy soil. Oh, I want to clarify. Stop, simmer down. That's too many cards. Okay. The Eight of Wands in the past. The Sun. The King of Swords. There you go. Okay. Let me see how this develops. I have a feeling there's something that you found. I don't know how long ago. Like your past could have been 20 minutes ago. Could have been a couple of weeks. Could have been a month. Okay, there's a dream. There's movement towards a dream here. It's definitely connected to your higher good, to some sort of wish fulfillment. But right now, it's almost like somehow that dream is a little bit out of reach. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Shit. Look at this counterpart balance here. The Lovers. The Lovers. Ow. The Page of Pentacles. It kind of feels like young love. You know, I wonder, Aquarius, if there's something that you have found in someone or something, or maybe even in yourself, that reminds you of your youth somehow. And it could be a feeling that's created. It could remind you of dreams that you once had. You know, this card is also coming up a bit like being caught up in the rat race. You know, achieving certain things, and then you get to that, and then you need to achieve the next thing, and then you get to that, and you need to achieve the next thing you get. And then you realize sort of at some point, what am I chasing here? What exactly was I chasing? What was the whole point to what this is? That I mean, I'm kind of like, it could even be something like, you know, achieving those things. So if you think about like a career or something that you wanted to make, it could be a career, it could be some sort of art installation. And the initial idea was, I want to do this career because I feel like I can make the biggest difference in the world. Or I want to do this type of art installation because I feel like it will have the most impact on my community. And then you get in there and you do that, and it's a hit. You're a hit. You're great at it. It's good. And then the next thing is, oh, well, would you like a promotion in this? We think you would be really great doing what you do, but at this level. Oh, okay. And it's almost like you started off with this dream, you know, like an innocent childlike dream. This is my wish. I want to do this. And then it starts to be in the adult world, and it keeps getting transformed. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be more responsible. And then you're chasing this over and over again. It was like when I was at work. I'm at work right now. When I used to work. I still work. This is still work. My tongue hurts. They always wanted me to get into managing. I don't want to manage anybody. They should be able to look after themselves. I really did not. I was very happy in the QA department. Training people, doing audits. Right? But I know a lot of people said they want to give you a manager position. You don't know. I don't do that shit. I'm happy where I am right now. But right? Like, it can be tempting to make more money, to have more status. It's almost like, yeah, the art installation became a museum piece, and now you need to do specific creations in different towns of different art installations, but they have to be based on this theme. So now you start to lose your own creative license here. That's what that feels like. You started to lose your own creative license because the more responsibility and wealth that you take on, the less control you have over your own destiny. So, okay, the King of Swords right now. The Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. See, this is in your head though, because I feel like these are all your deep thoughts, your deep controlled thoughts right now. The Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. It's almost like you want to bring some sort of balance. Like the passionate side of you that you are on some level. I feel like it was coming out over here in the past. It was driving you. But this feels more recent past. This to me doesn't feel like the past of you early on in your career or you as a young child. This feels like something that happened that you encountered or were inspired by that has brought back these feelings of that youthfulness to me. Okay, so now you, King of Swords, I don't know if you're just inspired and you know exactly how to bring some sort of balance into your life. An equal give and take here. But it's just a thought at this point. I feel like it's just a thought. You're driven to this. You're driven to some sort of either financial equality, either physical giving and taking of resources. I keep being called this envy card. Okay, before I go into other things here, I'm going to clarify. Tell us more about the envy card. Wow. Six of Cups and 10 of Cups. This is like I'm not chasing that dream anymore. I want deeper things. I want emotional fulfillment. I don't want physical. Well, you need some sort of physical fulfillment, and you could be freezing to death or drenched wet, and you know. So you need to look after those on some level. That's my Taurus moon. So, you know, you gotta have some practical things going on here. This is really like, this is your soulmate and building with it. This is your ideas that you had as a child and making them come true. I love it. So the garden and the gate. The garden and the gate. That's good. I thought something flipped. The star. Oh! Switching your thing. So it is above as it should be below. This is, you know, something like my word. Look at that. She's doing that. That is the manifestation. That is the proper manifestation practice here. And, you know, really, you don't really have to worry about your physical abundance at that point. It kind of looks after itself because you're in alignment with your higher good. Okay, King of Cups right now. Ooh, Emperor. Yeah, you are in like some really strong, self-contained. King of Cups again. Wow. Emperor and the King of Cups to clarify the King of Cups. You are the sole owner of these deep, deep feelings. And they're mature. All right, then. You get the Strength card. I would say so. There's perhaps a lot of self-control going on right now. Strength card. The Strength card. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. How do you do it? There's something you want here. Something you want to make in your life. Something that you can hold. Came out wrong. Something I don't know, anyways. Maybe. Ace of Pentacles. So something that you can physically see in your world. I don't know. So bad. I'm just gonna move these down where the reading goes into the toilet any faster than it is now. But you don't know how. You don't know how to make this happen. Or there's like a piece to a puzzle that you're missing with the Two of Swords. You're indecisive or it's not the right moment. This journey. This journey. the Eight of Wands. Dang, it's like what you had over here. You saw it clearly. The King of Swords and the Sun. Yeah. That's it. But it's like right now at this moment, something's not flowing. Something isn't quite right. I don't know if it's a minor hiccup. And it's kind of like the universe just giving you a chance to assess everything. See how you're going forward. Do a little Seven of Pentacles. Do you need to adjust your plan? Is it okay? All right, then you can proceed. But no, but look, maybe it has to do with timing too. Like there's something here that's going to be ended and released. It almost feels like destiny squeezing something out, like popping a pimple, like that pressure. That's a really weird metaphor. I don't think I've ever used that in a tarot reading. But because you've got these two major arcanas, and they're pretty big, the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune are squeezing out the Ten of Wands. Maybe it's a cyst, I don't know. The Death card. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. It is what feels immovable. It is what feels like you can't move. It's a big pile of dirt with a castle on your shoulder. The Wheel of Fortune. Ah, there's a new beginning. Ace of Cups, Strength card, and the Five of Swords. I don't know what this is, but it feels like some sort of a movable force with the Ten of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. The only thing that can change some sort of circumstance here is your own new beginning, like from within. It's a little bit like Dorothy in the ruby slippers. You always had the power, my dear. Always, at any time, you could have clicked your heels together and gone. It's kind of like that. You always had the power, my dear. And look, there are tornadoes here. There is a tornado. There's two tornadoes. Look, see? The journey. This tornado. I'm trying to think about what I know about tornadoes. I don't know that I know that much, except to get the hell out of the way and to go underground. I feel like tornadoes happen when two different systems come together, like a cold and a warm front. But maybe I'm thinking hurricane. A lot of times, at least where I live here in Ontario, they're often like, you could be in the summer and they can produce hail. Like it is like a cold and a warm system that come together. It's almost like two different parts of your life that are swirling together and getting out of the tornado and ending up where you want is up to you. It is the only person that can really truly change this. And that you're looking into that. So I don't know what that means. Because you are looking into that. Because the Strength card is here, presently, looking into the future. And that future has a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. But there's something that, it's just not happening, or it's not possible, or you don't have the information you need. And like the end of something, a rebirth. The rebirth is the Knight of Cups. It's like allowing your heart to flow. Wow, what do we talk about at the beginning of this journey? The angel of love is guiding you. That's why. That is the only way through this. Because this can't be moved. It doesn't feel like it can be moved. But yet the Wheel of Fortune tells us it can. All things can be moved. but you need to find the strength within your heart. And I don't know, with the Five of Swords, maybe to cut something out. Maybe to cut it out for good. You need to do more than just pop that pimple. Cut it right out. Oh, you go. You got the Six of Wands at the bottom. That's the only one. Victory. Victory, Dorothy. You and your little dog. Huh. You have the answer. It is in your heart. When your heart flows, and when it feels like things around you are reflecting how you're feeling in a good way, in a positive way that just feels uplifting. That's when you've captured the moment and the energy that releases you from whatever this feels immovable. So that's what I have, Aquarius. I'm going to go do your extended Aquarius, and I'm going to let the cards flow and see what happens out over there for you. Thank you so much, Aqua Babies. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.